Hello, everybody. Hello. Zoomland is very exciting. So yes, I'm Rachel Elliott. I'm the Education Director at the English Folk Dance and Song Society. And yeah, really excited to be here doing this day with Cambridgeshire Music and with Live to Your Living Room. What a fantastic day. And thank you, Stu. That was such a lovely presentation. What a beautiful way to start the day, and feeling my inner northeasterner desperate to get out. So I'm just going to introduce my other team members who are here. You know Kerry, because Kerry's introduced herself already. This is Jen Cox, who is many things, but we're very fortunate that for 2 days per week, she is our dance development manager. And do talk to Jen about things to do with folk dance, including we have some folk dance mini grants, which we award every year to people doing interesting work with folk dance, and also our Bhangra Ceili project, which we're very excited about, which we launched last year and took to various festivals, and will be taking on the road next year, and really interested about different settings we can bring that to bring communities together. Also my colleague Lucy here. Lucy is in charge of lots of things, basically our learning programme at Cecil Sharp House, our folk HQ back in Camden, and Lucy's in charge of London Youth Folk Ensemble, our inclusive folk programme for learning disabled young people, and all of our adult learning, and also our family barn dances, and several other things, but those are the main ones. So that's all of us, so do talk to us about all the things. And also my wonderful colleague Hannah, who is the programme manager for the National Youth Folk Ensemble. So we're going to talk, Hannah's going to do the first bit and I'll do the second bit. We're going to talk about the National Youth Folk Ensemble. We're going to focus on that. And so I'm going to hand over to Hannah to come and chat.
But it's just not changed on there. Hello. Hello, people on Zoom. I am Hannah. I am the Programme Manager for the National Youth Folk Ensemble. If I talk too fast, please let me know. My brain sometimes works faster than my mouth does, so just tell me to stop. Basically, I have the absolute privilege and joy of getting to work with the young people and the tutors of the National Youth Folk Ensemble. They are, this year, 21 young people from around England. Normally we are 22, but this year we are 21. They are from the tippity top of England, so Northumberland, and all the way down to right down the bottom of Cornwall and Devon. We work in an academic year, so we work September to September, and we meet 4 times a year, all around England as well. So this year we were in October half term. We were at Halsey Manor, which is beautiful and lovely. For those of you that haven't been, would really recommend. And then in February we're going to be in Selby at the Reed School, where we're going to do our residential there, and then we're then going to be going to the Liverpool Philharmonic and playing at their music rooms with the fabulous Taran. And then in April, which is our 10-year anniversary, mad, very cool, we're going to be doing a gig at Cecil Sharp House, which we do every year. And then in August, we have a project as well, so I'm not sure where we're staying yet, but that'll hopefully be found out soon. We're going to be doing some festivals. So last year we went to Shrewsbury Folk Festival, and we did a Ceili, and we also did an open slot at one of the dance stages in Shrewsbury, which was very hot, but very fun. So this is the ensemble. This is cohort 10. They're fabulous and wonderful. We have many, many different instruments. We don't discriminate on instruments. Anyone can come along. So this year we have a nickel harper and a bassoon and recorders and many fiddles. So, but in previous years we've had trombones and double basses and basically anything that anyone would like to come to us with. We welcome them along. They met for the first time, as I said, in October, and they are directed by the fabulous Jo Freyer, who we love very much. Jo is in her 3rd and final year with the ensemble this year, so we are currently in our recruitment process. This is some more for here. Here's Jo, yay, teaching them how to dance. So we do lots of things with the ensemble throughout the year. Not only do they learn lots about English folk music, but we also do folk music from within England as well. So we have been working with Brazilian artist called Adriano Adewale, a Haitian artist called Jerma Adan. We worked with Kuljit Bamra on which we'll talk about in a little bit, on a Bhangra piece. We've done a Syrian piece this October just gone with Rahat Haddad, who is a Syrian refugee, and she does some very, very cool things with Kent music and I speak music. I can speak music, sorry. And I'm sure I'm missing, Camilo and Jura, but we'll go there. We'll go in a bit. Rachel will talk more about that, but we're doing some very cool things with them, which is really exciting. So the idea is that we are trying to create some really excellent youth voice-led music with the young people. They arrange everything. The tutors come with the tunes, but they arrange everything. Everything is created by and for the young people, and this is what we do across everything that we do with them. So this is everything from the snacks that they eat to who's in the room, what they decide to do, the Mario Kart we play sometimes, that sort of thing. Everything is led very much by the young people. This is them at King's Cross Summer Sounds. We played King's Cross Summer Sounds for a couple of years. And they love dancing. We do a lot of dancing. They are always, if you ever want anyone to dance at a gig, invite the National Youth Folk Ensemble, because they will get everyone up and going. So this is King's Cross Summer Sounds just this summer, just gone. We also have an outreach programme in which we run folk experience days, and we also have an engagement programme as well. So on Friday, actually, we're working with the lovely Prue and Cambridgeshire Music. So we're going to be working with 30 young people from some Cambridgeshire schools, which we're very excited about. So what we do is we bring in tutors from the National Youth Folk Ensemble, and they will come along, and we will basically make a band in a day. Basically, we bring tunes to them, and then we do the same process with the young people as we would do on a residential. So they learn everything by ear, and we then look at the creative process, and we look at how we can create an arrangement, and the young people go away and can learn together and do things, and then we come back together and create a band, and it's really fun and flexible, which we really enjoy. We really and truly believe that folk is an incredibly accessible medium of music and a vehicle to learn about your instrument and creative processes as well, because it doesn't expect anything of you. You can just turn up as you are. You don't necessarily need to have any confidence or any necessary competence on your instrument, and that really allows the young people to be able to explore things that they didn't necessarily think that they could explore, because they might not be able to play the same thing as their peer, which we really enjoy. This is a picture from Liverpool with the lovely Hannah James and Bevan Morris. So we were, sorry Zoom people, I keep not looking at you. So we were in Liverpool in July, and we worked with, on the last day of term, which was an interesting one, with 4 schools from across their region. And it was really fun and really lovely. And so we worked with an Irish tune from Hannah, and we had 6 electric guitars and other mad things, and they created a really fun and excellent piece. And then with our engagement programme, we are currently doing a project with Camden Music. So we're based in Camden, so this is very nice and local for us, which is nice. And we're going to be working with 4 of their secondary schools, working with Key Stage 3. So we're working with Year 7 and Year 8, potentially some Year 9s, but TBC on that. And we are looking at going into curriculum learning, basically. We are bringing folk music into the curriculum just to show teachers and the young people that this is something that they can do with whole class performance. So we are going to be creating some schemes of work and some CPD, and we're also going to be working with the Royal Academy and their Open Academy students, so we're going to be getting them involved as well. So it's going to be hopefully really exciting. It's going to be starting in January, so hopefully this time next year I'll be able to tell you more about it. But at the moment that's what it looks like. But I think that's everything. Oh, there are more slides. There are more slides. Oh, there are open days. Rachel did the slides. I was in Nottingham yesterday, so Rachel did the slides. Thank you, Rachel. We also do open days. They are free to attend, and we try to encourage as many young people to come along as they would like to. We're going to be in Cecil Sharp House, at the Exeter Phoenix, and at Leeds College of Music in May half term. So we have roughly about 30 to 35 young people come along from those days. They are really successful for us. They're a really great recruitment tool. Every single one of the young people in the ensemble for the last 2 years came to us through the open days. So we had met everyone before they came to the auditions, and then they got in from off the back of engaging in that, which is really great. We love that. We have auditions, and the way we do auditions is 2 rounds. So we have a video application to start off with, so it's nice and accessible so that folks don't have to travel anywhere. And then we then have a slightly less accessible, but hopefully still fun, audition day, which takes place at Cecil Sharp House. There's a half-day audition process for them. So they also get a workshop out of this day. They still get to be involved and create tunes and learn new things with their peers, as well as going and doing a face-to-face in-person audition. With everything that we do with the ensemble, everything has the ability to not cost them anything. So we have travel bursaries, we have fee bursaries. We just currently changed that system. So if anyone would like to talk about that, come and chat to me. And that's how we do things. I've already gone through the what we're doing this year, but in August we are also going to Folk East and Purbeck Valley. If you at any point are around, please do come see us. It's our 10th year. We're going to be doing lots of very exciting things. I'm sure that we'll be sending you things about what we are doing. But again, bit of a TBC at the moment, but getting alumni involved, which is going to be great. We also have an alumni program that goes alongside that as well. So obviously, as the young people move out of the ensemble, we want to try and make sure that they are still as engaged as possible with us. So we have roles within Lucy's work, which is with the London Youth Folk Ensemble and the Folk Unlimited. So we have trainee positions for them. All our open days, all our folk experience days, we have alumni who come along to that. We also then have further offers, so we try and work with tutors or opportunities that are happening within Cecil Sharp House and beyond to get them involved in those things. For example, Rachel will talk about the Bangor Ceilidh and she'll tell us more about that. I'm hoping that was okay time-wise. Yeah. There we are. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you. So we want to nurture English folk traditions found in England and the diverse traditions that are in England. So I think one of the key things for us is that English folk music is not widely known in England. People are much more familiar with Irish and Scottish folk music generally, and that's great because we've got Erin from Coltus to talk about that work today. And we are very much building relationships with artists from diverse communities. We want to widen the forms of folk music that our ensembles play, and very much about representation and working in partnership with those artists. And ultimately, we want to diversify the young people working with our ensemble. That's a longer term and takes a longer work. Strong desire across the team for this. So, yeah, we've mentioned Cúldraíocht Bamra. Our Bangor Ceilidh project involved 3 alumni and 3 young musicians from the Indian folk music tradition, working with Hazel Askew as well. And I'm going to flag up this film. We don't have time to look at it now, but it's on our YouTube channel, and it's a really interesting video that talks about. It's basically a case study of the ensemble working with Cúldraíocht and also showcases how the ensemble works creatively that Hannah's alluded to. So how that's built into that. So the young people reflecting on that process and Cúldraíocht as well, and saying some really interesting things about Bhangra he considers is a form of British folk music and why and how that evolved. So I do urge you to have a look at that film. So yes, Adriano Adewale, who's been a long-time collaborator with English Folk Dance and Song Society on Brazilian rhythms and songs. Jerma Adan, who on traditional Haitian songs. Sundu Susu, who worked with us on traditional Gambian griot song, and also loved working with us so much, invited some alumni to be on his album, and they performed at Cecil Sharp House as well. And then Rakat Haddad, who introduced us to traditional Arabic scale. So these are the pictures of some of the people that we're collaborating with. And you can hear some of this music. We have just released our EP 2025. It's on SoundCloud. Have a listen. Some great music there. Hannah has mentioned 10th anniversary coming up. Watch this spot. And this is how you can find out more. So on our website, on Instagram, at the EFDSS and National Youth Folk. I want to just save a few minutes just in case anybody's got any questions for us. I think there's a roving mic. So if you have got a question, now's your moment. You can also talk to us in the break as well. And and on Zoom, obviously. So however this is going to work, roving mic in the room, people in Zoom, give me a question if you've got a question.
That's why she's going for the mic. Hannah, what is the... trying to think of the right word now. The ability level for the National Folk. I was going to come with...
And so that was, what's the ability level of the National Youth Folk Ensemble? It's pretty high. It's like they are very confident musicians and very, very good musicians, but that doesn't mean to say that they all came to us with the same level of confidence. It's about, we look for potential. So there's so for example, we have a young bassoonist currently who had met folk music in her like everyday listening, but had never played it on the bassoon, but was a very good bassoon player, and so then came along and like couldn't really learn by ear, but learnt to learn by ear and all these things, and so then became, oh, she's fab, she's living her best life, she absolutely loves folk music.
So you work it out obviously by the auditions.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking some people obviously, if they can read really well but can't do by ear, but then equally the other way around as
absolutely,
well.
Yeah, and we have some young people that can't read dots, and some who can. Like, it's a real mixture, but we want to try and make sure that we are supporting all the young people who want to come join us, you know, in any format.
So yeah, I'll add to that. They do, and actually on the join page of our website, there's very clear criteria. So they have to be a competent musician. That's what we say. No grades, but all the learning will be done by ear. Yeah. So yeah, they do have to be competent on that. Yeah. Any other questions? Hannah, look, because people might want to get an answer from you as well as me. So yes, I don't know about Zoom. You tell us if there's a question on Zoom, and we'll take that.
Hi. I just
Say
wanted
who
to,
you are. Yeah,
Lindsay from East Anglian Traditional Music Trust.
Yeah.
I just wanted to follow on from that question. I'm really glad that you've now got bursaries to support.
We've always had bursaries. Can I clarify? We've always had bursaries from day one. What we had to do last year was double our fees to £1,200 from £600. So we had to put in a much more structured bursary structure. To ensure that there was still equitable access. So that's what changed. We've always had bursaries from day one. But yeah.
Okay, now I was particularly referring to young adults coming along to do auditions and such like. I've had some experience with you with this, and one of the things that came back was that there wasn't any feedback. And I wonder whether you weren't, at the time, that we weren't in position to give feedback on young adults that had actually come down but hadn't been successful. And I wonder whether all of that aspect had changed.
We do that, so I'm a bit mystified. We do.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
we do.
Because
So
one of the angles I'm coming from is it's great that you're getting out there, and it would be brilliant to see the orchestra at Folk East, or the ensemble at Folk East. One of the things that we've tried to do with our young person bursaries is get them involved in supporting performing, giving them performing opportunities, and getting them involved in supporting other youngsters. And I just wondered if that was something that, as part of the confidence build, you were looking to develop into the programme, and possibly through that working with some of the organisations that are out there in the wider field, like our good selves.
Yeah, we do, absolutely. And I think, bear in mind that we do work around the country, so, and we have a certain amount of capacity. We'll look into the feedback thing, because we do give feedback to people who attend a final audition in person. So I don't know what happened there. Yeah, so we absolutely do work in partnerships. So absolutely more than happy to talk to you. And we can't work with everybody who wants to work with us because limited funds. But anyway.
Well, I think on that as well, because we would love to do more peer-to-peer stuff. That's the absolute dream. The thing we come up against is that because we only see them 4 times a year, we don't have a huge amount of access to them outside of those times. But if you have ideas in mind, we'd love to talk to you more about it.
Yeah, no, I think we'd be keen to partner up really early, and Great. We've had success with doing that with the youngsters through our programme. So yeah, definitely.
Would love to.
Okay, we'll take one more question. Thank you.
Do you do anything similar with folk singers?
No.
Okay.
Sadly not. We wish, and also with dance as well. To be honest, we'd like to run 3 of those, but that's not possible. We did consultation when we set this up, and the thing that came back was this was the place to start. And so, because there were, anyway, I can't go into the whole ins and outs of it, but this was the place to start. And although there is song in numbers of their pieces, so Jerma Adan's piece, which is on the EBE, has singing in it. It's not a choir, because we decided to go to the highest level. It's either highest level instrumental ensemble, highest level choir level, or highest level dance. So we chose, and our consultation fed back on that. We do singing with young people, and we do other projects in other ways. So the National Youth Folk Ensemble is not the only thing the Education Department of the English Folk Dance and Song Society does. It's the biggest thing we do. But we do work with song, but we don't run a choir for children or young people. Sorry. If only. I'd love to run 3. So we're going to, in the interests of speed, we need to stop. I'm just going to give you a couple of notices, really, which is do check out our resource bank on our website, because we have lots of free resources as well, and a lot of them are singing resources for young people, as well as instrumental, SEND, early years, etc., etc. So I do. That's a great resource that's there available for you. This program, we are raising money, and we need to raise money. So we're running a big give campaign from the 2nd to the 9th of December to support more bursaries and to keep, so that we can keep our fees very low. Our fees are actually very low compared to most national youth music organisations already, but we need to keep that. So please do consider supporting us. Every pound you give gets matched, and we'll be really grateful for that support to keep this national programme going. That's the main thing that I want to tell you about. And also, very exciting, I can announce our Folk Dance Development Day coming up on the 21st of March. About adapting folk dance with older people. Is a specific day on that at Cecil Shop House on the 21st of March. It'll go online tomorrow, just to let you know. Thank you very much. More than happy to chat, answer more questions in the break, and thank you for your time.